Good morning. So another day, another hike. Today we are doing KJERAG, and it's a super famous boulder, the KJERAGBOLTEN. Now chances are you will have seen photos of that on Instagram or whatever social media you tend to frequent, with some person standing, hopping or doing handstands on a boulder wedged between two big rocks, I guess. Anywho, so it's a very famous daredevilry boulder.
Yeah, you may not see us doing that today.
Yeah, and what you may not have known is that the hike up to that is actually quite challenging. So we're currently staying in Stavanger, waiting for the borders to open up, which should be happening in the next couple of weeks. And we thought we might as well use this time to do one of these very iconic hikes. Now, Stavanger to the car park, to the trailhead of KJERAGBOLTEN, is about a 2.5-hour drive. Admittedly, an absolutely beautiful drive.
Yeah, this is stunning.
Incredibly scenic. You can choose to take the ferry there, or you can choose to do the drive, and I'll be damned if I take the ferry if there's an alternative. And then the hike itself should be between 6, 8 or 10 hours, depending on
who you believe.
So, counting the drive back and forth and the hike itself, we're looking at a pretty long day today, minimum of 12 hours. And given how much time we spent getting video and photos for you guys who didn't subscribe, looking at you, yeah. We'll probably be coming back home around midnight today. Hey.
So we're here at KJERAG, and quietly we are quite concerned.
By now you will have seen the walls of snow surrounding the road, the all too narrow road. At this point we've been assured that it's fine. Then again, it was Norwegian, so that might mean nothing to us.
Reddy spent the whole last hour of the drive trying to convince me to turn around.
Say that.
I love you still.
It looks terrifying. I mean, this is a hard hike as it is, and suddenly they say, oh yeah, there's a bunch of snow,
yeah,
ice.
60% of the walk is on snow.
Yeah.
You'll be fine. Oh, apparently getting down is a whole lot of fun.
Yeah. You get to slide.
Let's see how this goes.
Yep.
It's a very real possibility we may not be finishing this hike, but
I want to turn back right now. Like, I was gonna turn back 5 minutes ago.
let's be optimistic, because the hike again is not free. This is the most expensive car park charge we've had to pay for a hike yet.
30 euro.
30 euro, yeah.
So we may get our money's worth out of this. Right, but we shouldn't be dilly-dallying, because it is now 2 p.m. This hike takes anywhere between 6 and 8 hours. So
without filming,
without all the dilly-dallying that we are gonna be doing. So best case, I see us getting down here by 10 p.m. just as the sun is setting.
So we better get a move on.
So we better get our buns moving.
So we've cleared the first hill, and that was tough. So according to the guides we read online, if you can clear the first mountain, then you can do the trek. But it was really uninspiring that a lot of the chains to sort of lean on / pull yourself up on were broken. So there were just bits of chains like flailing around. It's pretty slippery in some places. Like, we saw some Norwegians coming down and they seemed like they were struggling. So yeah, let's see how this goes. I was kind of making fun of Ruddy in the beginning for saying for the last hour of the drive that we should turn around, but pretty quickly I changed my tune. Like, I was seriously considering turning back within the first 15 minutes. Oh well, let's see what the next two hills bring, because we're about to enter the world of snow.
Right, so we're about to start on the second hill. I'll put a picture of the profile up over this. There's 3 hills you have to conquer to get to KJERAGBOLTEN. The first one supposedly the hardest, but because it's up and down, it makes both the return and the way there quite challenging. Right, so I think this vlog is gonna be a little less polished than some of our previous episodes because we're in a race against time. It's 4 p.m. It's been 2 hours and we're at the halfway point. We just stopped the second hill. So I'm gonna do a quick this segment. So typically I research myths and stories about the whatever landmark or area we're going to and then present them. In this case I couldn't find much. For example, a myth I found about Prakastollen I forgot to tell you guys because I was so excited by the area was that there's this old legend that if 7 brothers from from the Lissabon village marry 7 sisters, then that's when Prakastollen is actually going to fall into the Lissefjord and it's going to cause a tsunami that will destroy the world. Clearly it's a bit of an over dramatized myth, but interesting nonetheless. For this one however, and whoa! Wow. For this one I thought I'll tap into a topic that's very dear to Nancy's heart: statistics. After Prakastollen I realized I'm terrified of heights. Now there's heights and there is heights. You can be looking down a very high balcony but you have a railing so you feel semi-secure. You go to Prakastollen, you look down and you say, I might slip, maybe the wind will throw me over. Chances are you won't, but good luck convincing one's irrational mind that you won't. Anyway, so ever since that I've been stressing, literally worrying and losing sleep over whether I'll be able to go onto KJERAGBOLTEN today. I'm 99% sure I'm not going to go there. I don't even know if we're gonna make it up there. So I was looking up the number of fatalities and accidents in the area to try and rationalize my fear. Now what I found was that not a single person has died just mounting the rock and doing some dumb selfie, which was semi-disappointing. I'm gonna be honest, I was thinking oh, if I say many people have died, then I'm right to worry. Anywho, a lot of base jumpers have died because they just hurled themselves off the rocks, and yeah, I think 10 up to now have died, and there have been suicides, I believe, off this area, but the locals actually believe that KJERAGBOLTEN is lucky and it won't let anyone that goes on it die. Alright, we should mosey though, because we have 1.5 hills to go and we set a hard cut-off of 6 p.m. Regardless of where we are, we're gonna turn back because we cannot be doing this in the dark.
almost at the top of the third peak. Dang.
$300 to go. Woo! There it is.
In peak season, you can wait up to half an hour just to take your photo on KJERAGBOLTEN, and we have this all to ourselves again today. No lines. And such a beautiful day for it. This is amazing. Would you climb this sheer drop here? You gotta wade in through snow. And there's another little hop up ahead that you've got to get over before you even do the hop to the boulder. I'm never getting next to snow on this narrow path. Ooh. I tried, I couldn't do it. It beat me.
I'm out of breath. Even the little uphill from KJERAGBOLTEN to this, well, I think I'm gonna be dead tomorrow. Anyway, it's 7:15. We really need to head back. Even if it takes us 2 hours, 9:30 to 10, light will be failing, especially with the valleys here. So we need to kind of like stop dilly-dallying.
His favorite word for today.
Yep, it's the this word of the day, dilly-dallying. It was beautiful, there's no doubt about it. As long as we don't break anything on the way back, I'd say it was worth it. Having to climb down the rocks now on the descent through the chains, and the rocks are covered in like slime and like molten snow. It's a little precarious. So I'd say if you find yourself here, maybe arrange this for July.
Going down the rocks is too hard, so I'm gonna go down on my butt.
We are at the halfway mark on the way back. It looks beautiful, golden hour and such. We are exhausted. Exhausted.
We're amazing.
I'm so tired.
We're not that amazing.
I fell like a dozen times on the way back, fell on my ass, slid through the snow. I'm driving barefoot with incredibly dirty feet. Call the tourist information and ask them, is there fucking snow in here? And if they say yes, then fucking stay home. My lips are dry. So blah blah blah, I've been talking non-stop because I'm driving and therefore it's easier to rant. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Like there's a minimal dilly-dallying.
Dilly-dally.
Dilly-dallying. Fuck me. Past 12, we really need to head back.
It's 7:15.
Barefoot with incredibly dirty feet.
bear.
Ah, bear.